Welcome back to part 4 of the CEO edition of Devinitly Talking. I think this is episode 10 for the entire series. So I'm here with Casey Lloyd. So Casey, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself and your business?
Yeah, for sure. So I'm Casey Lohr. I'm a senior at Princeton Community High School. I plan to attend VU for 3 years. I'll end up with 3 associate's degrees. And my business is Lloyd's Auto Detailing. I've been doing it for about 3 years now. I started off with just doing families and friends, and have worked all the way up to being able to do it mobile currently, and as well as being able to do a ceramic coating and paint correction as well.
Gotcha. So what was the inspiration for you to go out and start your business that you started?
So it started out with me kind of cleaning up the truck that I was going to get, and just continually to clean it. And then it was just an idea sparked in my mind as an entrepreneurial idea that, this wouldn't be too bad as of a business for just a side hustle for being in high school to make money on the side.
Gotcha. So what is the coolest car you've gotten detail so far? And tell us a little bit just about that experience.
I would definitely have to say a Stingray Corvette. Officer Jay Riley gave me the opportunity to detail his vet, which was absolutely amazing. He gave me some good advertisement things as well, so that was great.
Gotcha. How have you expanded your business in the last few months? I know you mentioned that you've gone to mobile detailing, but how have you really just tried to take, as Mr. Coleman will say, take your business to the next level?
Taking it to the next level as definitely that ceramic coating and paint correction was one big, huge step to be able to do, because that ceramic coating protects your paint and your plastics and your windows up to 6 to 9 years, depending on the condition you treat your vehicle. So that was definitely one of the bigger level steps. And now I guess you could say to continue it would be to market more and just definitely advertising.
Do you think once you go to college, you're going to continue this business from VU, or is this going to be more of when you come home in the summer, you'll keep doing it? Or do you think you'll try and keep running it from VU?
So I do plan on keep running it from VU due to my class schedule. So I only will be at VU Monday through Thursday from 7 to 11:50. So that gives me plenty of time in the afternoon to be able to do details if need be.
Gotcha. How did you, how did you land on VU as your school of choice?
So actually, it all started off in the 8th grade when I went and toured our machine trades facility that we have at the high school, which is a dual credit class through VU, and you can take it all 4 years with instructor Natalie White. She's absolutely amazing. But it started off with doing that class and just seeing all the fun things that we can do in that class, and knowing that VU has one of the top machine shops in the nation, and so close to home as well. So that's why I landed on the VU.
So it's perfectly understandable. I guess, what are some of the things you look forward to in your future, whether it be being a future business owner or whether it be getting a job for somebody? What do you see yourself doing in, let's say, 5 years?
Ooh, 5 years. Definitely out of college for sure, at a machine shop somewhere, having stable income. I guess you could say kind of the start of a family around there, not fully, but like a start of one. But Devin, I have one question for you.
Oh boy.
How do you see yourself, and what do you see yourself doing in the next 5 to 10 years?
Hopefully at Purdue, graduating for financial planning and going on to find a place and working, like you said, getting a stable job and getting steady income and being able to live. And unless some girl comes along out of nowhere and sweeps me off my feet, I see myself being, college, I still have that open for possibilities, but not through much of high school. I don't see myself finding someone for now, and really just trying to focus on getting through my career. And if something happens, I'd love to start a family. If not, I'm just going to keep working, and I'll enjoy life while I have it, and hopefully one day be able to settle down.
Yeah, for sure. I also have one other question. So Do you plan on continuing your podcast throughout college at Purdue with talking to some of your professors or some of your classmates? Um, and if you do, what do you think that will be like?
Um, I do plan on continuing it. I don't know if I'll continue this exact podcast. I might. I'm definitely going to take a short break come December of this year, whether that be till I hit the start of my freshman year at college, or it be I wait until I'm at least through the summer so I can get through like college applications and know whenever stuff's going to finally die down and I'll have a solid basis with this. But if I would get to Purdue, I would love to just be able to start my own again, really just start over with stuff at Purdue and really kind of brand it towards Purdue. Because or wherever college I go to, Purdue is obviously not where I'm for sure going yet. But if I could um, brand it towards whatever school I was be at, I would love to do that and kind of jump in all in all their themes and talk to, like you said, talk to the professors and things of that nature and be able to kind of do what I'm doing now and be able to tell people stories that people may not always get to do.
For sure. So another question is, how did you pick Purdue as your ideal college you want to go to?
That's very easy. So, both of my parents, at some point in their college career, if you ask my dad, he had a very interesting college career. But both my mom and my dad attended Purdue. They did very well there. My mom was a pharmacist. My dad went for business, and he does not have a business degree there as he finished his school at VU. But both of them, I've grown up in a Purdue household. It's never been anything else. I've been to football games. I've been to basketball games. I've toured the school more times than I can count. I consider Lafayette one of my very few places I can call home away from home. I've been there so many times, and just a lot of the traditions and the people and the ideals that are there, I agree with, and I would love to be able to be a part of that school. Um, it's a very big school, and I love it, and I would love to be able to become a part of their student basis.
For sure. I'm just going to say one quick thing I use on top. But other than that, do you have any questions for me?
I do. I have one last question for you, Casey. If you could be any piece of furniture, what would you be and why?
Oh golly, that's a tough one. Let's see. You got to give me a second on this one. So I'd probably have to say something like, I don't know, a sturdy chair, something that has a solid foundation, because in life you have to have a solid foundation with God and reality. And if you don't, I mean, that's definitely sucks. But I do definitely encourage everyone to have a solid foundation with Him, because if not, you're not gonna. I mean, you'll get far, but in reality, once everyone passes away, it won't be fun.
100%. And that's a great attitude to have. Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast, Casey. I really do appreciate it. It was love to hear a lot about your story and even asking me some questions for once. So appreciate it and hope you have a good day.
You as well. Thank you, Devin.
Welcome back to the CEO edition part 4. I'm here with Sydney. So Sydney, just tell us a little bit about yourself and your business that you run.
Okay, so yeah, I'm Sydney Susat. I am a junior right now at Gibson Southern, and I'm 16 years old, and I'm a competitive dancer at JDA Dance Company in the School of Ballet, Indiana. And I run a private dance training business called Skills by Sid. So I do just private lessons for kids ages 4 and up.
Gotcha. So what was the inspiration for you to start your business and continue to run it the way you have the last few months or / years? How long have you been running your business?
So I've been running my business since the summer of 2023. I don't know, I guess almost 2 years now. But it started as just I was trying to find a way to make extra money, and I didn't have great hours with my dance schedule. So I was trying to find a way to make extra money doing something I love. So that's kind of how it started. I started with only 2 clients, and then I decided, like, wow, I can make something out of this. And I just really enjoyed watching the kids grow and seeing them progress, especially starting dance so late in the game. I really relied on private lessons to help me get the advantage in the dance world. So I just want to offer that to other kids.
Gotcha. So Sydney, what are some of the notable things you have done through your dance career? Obviously, you've been able to be a part of a lot of very big events. So, can you just name some of those and some of the maybe achievements you've earned through either your business or through just dancing in general?
So, through my business, it's just grown a lot. I had 2 clients and now I have about 40. So it's been pretty successful. And then for dance, recently I won a competition and I got to model for Crew Dance Company this past February. I also got an email last week that I am what that I, oh my goodness, that I am accepted on the IDO World Contemporary team and they host a competition in Belgium. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet, but then my team recently just had our second undefeated season. So that's not just me, but that's our whole company.
Awesome. So obviously you teach dance. I'm sure that is a very interesting thing with the people you have in um, your lessons, I should say. So, what are some of the hardest skills you have to teach the little kids that you have in your class?
So I would say the hardest skill for a kid to grasp is the tumble wise. I would say it's the transition from a back walkover to a back handspring because they're going from a back walkover, which requires a lot of flexibility and it's very slow. And then you have to go to that back handspring where it's a very quick and powerful trick. And a lot of kids struggle with the jump and they struggle with being tight in that position. So I'd say that's probably the hardest tumble skill to teach. Also, just teaching little kids the basis of a pirouette or just turns in general. It's really hard for them to comprehend. It's a lot of small moves. So I try to break it down over the course of lessons for them.
Gotcha. So, I guess one last thing here. So, Sydney, if you could be any piece of furniture, what would you be and why?
Oh my gosh, that is such an odd question. Okay. Um, I guess I don't even know. Like probably a coffee table because it just kind of it's just always there. It's like not that relevant. It's always there, but it always looks pretty and it's everybody loves it because it's a good place to put their drinks. I don't know.
I love it. That fits you, Sydney. That really does. So, thank you for coming on the show, and we appreciate you talking about your dance skills. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Bye. Welcome back. We are here with Violet St. Clair. So, Violet, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself and your business?
Yeah, I'm Violet St. Clair. I'm a junior at Princeton Community High School, and my business is Stuck on Violet. I make custom design stickers. So I have school spirit stickers and business logo stickers. So basically, I have all three high schools in Gibson County, and I have school spirit stickers that represent each of the schools. And then also, if somebody was to give me their business logo, I can turn that into a sticker so they can use it for advertisement.
Gotcha. So, what was the inspiration for your business?
So I'm really big into art and graphic design. So I learned about with a Cricut that you can make stickers with sticker paper, and I kind of just combined my two ideas of wanting like a Cricut and using stickers, and then also me like enjoying art. And I'm really passionate about school and school spirit, so I kind of put those together. And then the business part of the business logo side came about because a lot of small businesses need advertisement for however they need it, but they don't have a way to do that. So I wanted to incorporate stickers for that.
Awesome. So, how is school spirit important?
School spirit is important to me because uh, a lot of times the students aren't very enthusiastic about their school, but yet there's so many great things within their school that they miss out on because they don't have much spirit for it. And then also, like, your school is sort of a part of your identity, whether or not you want it to be. So I think that like representing schools through the like stickers and the spirit that they have is important because like so that those kids who are enthusiastic about their school can have a chance to show off like who they are and what they're a part of.
Right, totally. So, how are your stickers different from others? like other competitors you may have that may be selling them in a more professional standpoint, and you just kind of doing it more on a kind of side gig because obviously you're still in school. So how are yours different?
So mine are different because I am doing it kind of on a side gig, but the way mine's different from professional businesses. So like you can think of Vistaprint. Like with Vistaprint, you need to have your own design ready and you have to give it to them. But for me, you can talk to me and we can work on something and I can make a design for you. Also, like when it comes to the school spirit stuff, because I have an insider knowledge on what like high school is like and what the students like at this point, I kind of know what designs represent each school better than like, some big business that knows nothing about the high schools around here.
Gotcha. And then one last question here: if you could be any piece of furniture, what would you be and why?
Um I would be a table because I guess because you can put a lot of stuff on it and it's very versatile because there's side tables, there's dining room tables. There's just so many like different versions of tables and I think that kind of represents me because I'm involved in a lot of different things and I kind of do a whole bunch. So a table is very versatile and I think that kind of represents me.
Gotcha. Well, thank you for coming on the show, Violet, and look forward to seeing what your business can do.
Of course. Thank you for having me.